profile picture? Did you notice it? First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, Lord willing, this could be an edifying and an exhorting camp. You know, hey, you know, we want to see what happened with Israel, man. Reports are saying that, you know, they might do an attack very soon, man. Okay, because they ain't even rescheduled. They ain't even scheduled the 7th round of talks. The last talks was last weekend, which was the 6th round in Rome, and they said they would talk again, but they didn't even give a date. So, and you know, it's been a lot of reports that, you know, Trump then came out. He's separating from a joint attack that, you know, them and Israel was going to do in Iran. He's so-called trying to, he could just be talking, you know, deceiving you people. Because it's known that, you know, he worked for them small hats, man. Because what, you got Marco Rubio now, and Trump saying it too. They putting a freeze on all of these visas and all of these foreign, you know, students coming over here and stuff. And they saying to check their social media for that anti-S word. You know, so they doing a crackdown on people coming over here, man. You know, real soon they about to do the crackdown on brothers. All right, so we can start off. You know, we went into it last week. Let's start off with that Jeremiah 50 again. Lisa the flock. Jeremiah 50. Let's start off with that.
Hold. Got it?
Yeah, he about to get it. Oh. Okay, you can get that whole Jeremiah 16 and 16 as well.
50 what?
Like 45, something like that.
Yeah, read out.
Okay.
It's Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he have taken against Babylon and his purposes, that he have purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
Yeah, we're going to keep bringing it out because that's prophecy and it's happening right now before our eyes, man. You know, I just said in the chat earlier that they're saying is Israel right now, they're having talks about, you know, doing this attack on Iran and about potential Iranian retaliation, man. Which Iran is telling, like, look, y'all hit us, we're going to hit you harder than, you know, you going to wish that you never hit us. We're going to hit you hard, man. You know? And reports also say if this happens, it's going to be a meltdown globally, man. And really that's what they need. Okay, because they already got the CBDC ready, man. They already got, you know, the U.S. got, you know, their Bitcoin, and, you know, JP Morgan is buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know, everybody is, you know, getting ready for this new digital, what Coinbase call it, the future of money. You know, all they need is a major event, something big to happen. Okay? Because really China and Japan, like this brother be going into, they really could, you know, dump their treasuries and crash this economy. You know, but it seems like, you know, war is really going to be it's going to get the snowball rolling, so to say. You know?
It's going to further crumble already fragile economies. All right? You know, you got on the world stage, now all of these economies, like I was going to this video that this guy was breaking it all down about, you know, how Japan owning, you know, all these treasuries. Not only do they own treasury bonds, they own a lot of stocks. Their economy has boomed based on basically being like a debtor, if that makes sense. You know, so their economy has boomed on them buying U.S. Treasury bonds, buying the stocks and shit like that. So when something starts to happen and everything unravels, and Japan's economy goes under, which it's already going under, and China's economy goes under, which is also going under, then it's going to unravel the American market, because the American markets are tied to China and Japan. All right, two of the other biggest economic hubs in the world. So it's all interconnected on an economic level. So something like war breaking out, it's going to unravel all of that shit. All right, they said in Iran, you know, hey, once war pop off over there, you know, they going to cut off the Strait of Hormuz or whatever, and hey, oil is going to go through the roof. And when oil goes through the roof, gas prices going to go up.
Yeah.
You know, gas prices go up, food further goes up.
Yep.
Not only just because of the tariffs, but also now because it costs more money to get these products where they need to go.
Yeah.
All right, so hey, the world economy can unravel in a matter of days to weeks.
Yeah.
When shit starts, you know, pretty much hitting the fan.
Yeah, and there's a lot going on, man. Also, get Jeremiah 28. It's a lot going on because check this out. Russia pretty much just spoke with the UN, which I had shared that in the chat. Pretty much they're saying they know the US and the UK is attacking them because these Ukrainian drone attacks, these Ukrainian attacks on Russia, everybody knows that NATO is giving them the intel, giving them, you know, you got US intelligence, CIA intelligence, you know, helping Ukraine. And you just had the US, the UK, Germany, and France gave the green light to do long-range missile attacks in Russia. Okay, and Russia then came out and said, "Hey, Germany, if those Taurus missiles get used to hit our land, hey, they said straight up they're gonna attack Germany, man. You know, they not playing, man. Now that Ukraine did this assassination attempt on Putin, which really it was a NATO assassination attempt. Now they turning up, man, and it ain't gonna stop. And then on top of that, you got Emmanuel Macron, which he just got slapped up by his woman. You know? Yeah, a lot of people say that. You know, he got slapped up by her on camera, and now he's talking about the EU and the Asian nations need to come together and make a coalition. You know, because we know what prophecy says in Revelation 17. The beast shall hate the whore, man. So we know that NATO and the EU, which you got members in NATO that's against the US supporting them small hats, man. And France is one of them. You know, talking about, look, man, y'all need to stop doing what y'all doing. We view a Palestinian state, and the EU and these Asian nations need to come together with that. And China, they just spoke about that the US is the reason why this war is going on in Ukraine. You know? So, hey, it's going down, man. So it's a lot of war going on right now. Like our Lord Yahweh Shah said, you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, man. But the end is not yet. Because the MOTB, which is the C-Hook, gotta be made mandatory before there's a nuclear war. All of these, you know, Scott Ritter, these different military analysts, oh, nuclear war can happen tomorrow. No, it's not gonna happen tomorrow, man. Ain't gonna be no nuclear war next week. The MOTB gotta come first. What you got it, bro? You got it,
Jeremiah 28:8.
Time.
Or the Jeremiah chapter 28. The Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8.
Yup.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, prophesying both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, and it's the same today. Whole Jeremiah 51. Yeah, whole Jeremiah 51. So this place is going down. It's going to be destroyed, wiped off the face of the earth. It's going to be the biggest desert on the planet. What's going to cause that? Thermonuclear destruction, man, which is the second death. Because now you got these other guys, you know, I'm seeing, you know, apostles, brothers doing videos on Genesis and IUIC pushing there's a hell. Ain't no such place as a hell, man, where you burn forever. Even I used to work with this Jake from Nigeria. he in the Igbo tribe, which they know they're Israelites. But you know, me and him was speaking about the scriptures. Even he said there's no such place as a hell. Even the Igbo know the word hell goes to the Hebrew word shawa'u, or the Greek Hades, which means the grave, man. That's all it means. The grave, or it could be a condition on earth. And, you know, the Israelites as a whole, we're in our hell right now, man. It don't matter if you're